Did you know that Europe is the third continent where Islam has made its mark? While Islam has a long and rich history in Europe, the estimated Muslim population in 2024 is approximately 51 million, and by 2050, that number is projected to soar to 75 million. Some countries embrace Muslim refugees, while others, like Poland, have hardly any presence at all. Are you ready to discover which countries have the largest Muslim populations? Let's dive into the top 10. Let's start our countdown with the Netherlands, where tulips aren't the only thing blooming. The Muslim population is too. As of 2024, Muslims make up around 5% of the Dutch population, a figure that has remained relatively stable in recent years. Most are concentrated in major cities like Amsterdam, Rotterdam, and The Hague. The Muslim community in the Netherlands primarily consists of immigrants and their descendants from Morocco, Turkey, and former Dutch colonies like Suriname and Indonesia. They arrived in waves, with many coming as guest workers in the 1960s and 1970s, followed by family reunification in subsequent decades. Interestingly, there has been observed secularization among second-generation immigrants, particularly those of Iranian and Turkish backgrounds. This shift reflects the complex interplay between cultural heritage and integration in a Dutch society. Now let's jet off to Spain, where the sun shines bright and the Muslim population is on the rise, reaching about 2.5 million in 2024, which is approximately 5.32% of the country's 47 million inhabitants. This marks a tenfold increase in converts over the past 3 decades. The Muslim community in Spain is diverse, with many of Spanish and Moroccan descent. They are primarily concentrated in regions like Catalonia, Andalusia, and the Community of Madrid. This growth is partly due to immigration from Muslim-majority countries and subsequent generations born in Spain. Interestingly, cities like Granada and Andalusia are seeing a rise in conversions to Islam. The Grand Mosque of Granada has become a focal point for new Muslims, with shahadas, declarations of faith, performed regularly. However, this growth hasn't been without challenges. Some far-right groups in Spain have been calling for the expulsion of Muslims, labeling them as invaders on social media. These groups often use historical references to the Reconquista period to justify anti-Muslim sentiment. Italy's Muslim population has grown significantly, reaching about 2.7% of the total population in 2024, with approximately 1.6 million adherents. The majority hail from Morocco, Albania, Bangladesh, and Pakistan, concentrated in urban centers like Milan and Rome. Italy's relationship with Islam dates back to the 9th century, but the contemporary landscape presents unique challenges. Despite the sizable Muslim population, Italy has only 8 official mosques, a stark contrast to other European countries with comparable Muslim demographics. This scarcity is largely due to Italy not officially recognizing Islam as a religion. Many mosque construction projects face opposition from local residents, leading to numerous makeshift prayer spaces in garages, warehouses, and apartments. As of 2013, about 20.8% of detainees in Italian prisons came from countries with Islamic majorities, mostly Morocco and Tunisia. The lack of official recognition and limited worship spaces remain significant hurdles for integration and religious freedom. Bosnia and Herzegovina presents a unique religious tapestry, with Muslims comprising 50.7% of the population as of 2024. This diverse nation blends Islam, Orthodox Christianity, and Catholicism, creating a fascinating cultural mosaic. The Muslim community, predominantly Sunni, traces its roots to the 15th century Ottoman conquest. Today, Bosnian Muslims are spread across the country, with significant populations in cities like Sarajevo, where minarets stand alongside church spires. Interestingly, many Bosnian Muslims identify more culturally than religiously, treating their faith as an aspect of identity rather than strict observance. The community includes Bosniaks, Albanians, and some Roma. Despite this diversity, challenges persist. In 2013, Bosnia and Herzegovina experienced high levels of social hostilities involving religion. However, the country remains a unique example of religious coexistence in Europe. Welcome to Kosovo, a vibrant Balkan nation where Islam thrives. As of 2024, this small country has a population of about 1.76 million. With a Muslim majority, over 90% identify as Muslim, primarily ethnic Albanians. Kosovo's Islamic roots trace back to the Ottoman era, but its religious identity is complex. Many Kosovars prioritize their Albanian ethnicity over strict religious affiliation, leading to a more relaxed approach to Islamic practices. Interestingly, there's a trend of secularism and even conversions to Christianity among some Kosovars, reflecting the country's unique cultural blend. Despite its Muslim majority, Kosovo maintains a secular government, showcasing a distinctive model of coexistence in the Balkans. Hold on to your teacups, because the UK's Muslim population is on a roller coaster ride that's redefining British culture. As of 2024, a staggering 4.13 million Muslims call the UK home, making up 6.3% of the population. That's nearly 1 in 15 Brits following Islam. London leads the charge with 15% of its residents being Muslim, but cities like Birmingham, Bradford, and Manchester aren't far behind. It's a demographic explosion that's seen the Muslim population more than double since 2001. But it's not just about numbers. The UK's Muslim community is a vibrant tapestry of cultures, with roots stretching from Pakistan to Somalia and beyond. And let's not forget the estimated 100,000 converts adding their unique flavor to the mix. By 2050, projections suggest Muslims could make up between 8.2% and a whopping 17% of the UK population, depending on migration. Even if all Muslim migration stopped today, natural growth alone would boost their numbers by at least 3 percentage points. However, it's not all smooth sailing. A 2023 report revealed that nearly half of British Muslims have faced discrimination. Islamophobia remains a significant hurdle, sparking debates about integration and religious freedom. As this demographic shift continues, the UK faces the challenge of balancing its multicultural identity with calls for greater secularism. One thing's for sure, the future of British society is being reshaped, one prayer mat at a time. Now, let's journey to Albania, where recent census data has revealed a fascinating shift in religious demographics. As of 2023, Muslims no longer constitute the majority, with their numbers dropping to 45.86% of the population. This marks a significant change for a country that has been Muslim majority for centuries. Albania's religious landscape is now more diverse than ever. While Islam remains the largest single religious group, there's a growing presence of Christians, 15.6%, and a substantial rise in those identifying as irreligious or atheist, 17.37%. What's truly remarkable about Albania is its commitment to secularism and religious tolerance. Despite historical ties to Islam dating back to the Ottoman era, many Albanians prioritize their national identity over religious affiliation. This has led to a unique blend of cultural practices and a generally relaxed approach to religious observance. At number 3, let's dive into Germany, where the Muslim population has been growing rapidly. As of 2024, Germany is home to approximately 5.6 million Muslims, making up about 6.7% of the total population. That's a significant jump from 3.3 million, 4.1% in 2010. This surge isn't just about numbers. It's reshaping Germany's cultural landscape, from Berlin's bustling streets to Munich's historic squares. You'll find vibrant Muslim communities in major cities like Hamburg, Cologne, and Frankfurt, adding new flavors to Germany's already diverse cultural menu. But what's driving this growth? Between 2010 and 2016 alone, Germany welcomed about 670,000 refugees, with a whopping 86% being Muslims. Add to that 680,000 regular migrants, 40% of whom were Muslims, and you've got a recipe for rapid demographic change. Looking ahead, the future promises even more diversity. Even if migration were to halt completely, Germany's Muslim population is projected to grow to 8.7% by 2050, thanks to younger age demographics and higher fertility rates. In a high migration scenario, we could be looking at Muslims making up nearly 20% of Germany's population. This demographic shift is sparking intense debates about integration, religious accommodation, and the role of Islam in German society. It's a complex puzzle of cultural integration, with challenges like the 114% rise in anti-Muslim incidents in 2024 compared to the previous year. At number 2, let's take a closer look at France, where the religious landscape is undergoing a dramatic transformation. As of 2024, France is home to approximately 6.5 million Muslims, comprising about 9.7% of the total population. This makes France the country with the largest Muslim population in Western Europe. The majority of French Muslims have roots in North Africa, particularly Algeria, Morocco, and Tunisia. Vibrant Muslim communities can be found in major cities like Paris, Marseille, and Lyon. Looking ahead, the Muslim population in France is projected to continue growing significantly. By 2050, estimates suggest that Muslims could make up around 18% of France's population. This growth is driven by factors such as immigration, higher fertility rates, and a younger demographic profile among Muslim communities. Simultaneously, France is expected to lose its Christian majority by 2050, marking a seismic shift in the country's religious composition. However, this demographic change is not without challenges. Concerns about rising Islamophobia and the influence of far-right political movements have emerged in response to the growing Muslim population. France's secular policies, known as laïcité, often clash with religious practices, particularly regarding the wearing of hijabs in public. Despite these tensions, many French Muslims are well integrated and contribute significantly to various facets of society. Before we jump to our number one spot, here's a question for you. Do you think the growing Muslim population in Europe is a good thing for cultural diversity, or does it create challenges? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And if you're enjoying the video, don't forget to subscribe for more great content. Now, let's reveal our number one country. Let's take a closer look at Russia, where the Muslim population is significant and growing. As of 2024, Russia is home to approximately 26 million Muslims, making up about 15% of the total population. This makes Russia the country with the largest Muslim population in Europe. Moscow, the capital, has become a melting pot of Islamic culture, with estimates suggesting up to 2.5 million Muslims reside there. However, Muslim communities are spread across the vast Russian landscape, from Tatarstan to Dagestan. Projections suggest Muslims could make up a third of Russia's population by 2050, driven by higher birth rates and immigration from Central Asian countries. This growth is reshaping Russia's demographic landscape. However, challenges persist. Russia has seen a rise in anti-Muslim incidents, with a 114% increase reported in 2024 compared to the previous year. This highlights the ongoing struggle for integration and acceptance. Despite these tensions, Islam is recognized as one of Russia's traditional religions. The government has taken steps to support traditional Islam, while attempting to curb what it perceives as extremist influences. And there you have it, folks. If you enjoyed this journey through culture and diversity, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more cool videos. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.